I'm glad it's over. I really am, because if it's gonna end like this, I don't want to see any more of it. Quite frankly, I'm done with the way Ilene Chaiken has treated her characters. Someone is texting me, excuse me. So this is a text from my friend Nicole saying, "Best I've heard so far. I've heard finale so bad even Betty wouldn't be associated with it." So true. I noticed that Betty, you know, like the terrible theme song wasn't there, which was probably the one good thing about the episode. The one thing that I appreciated about it, because otherwise, the episode was just essentially a fuck you to everyone who's been watching the L Word, you know, since the beginning. It's just really, really disappointing. I mean, on two levels, because we've been watching it for so long, and we're really attached to these characters, and you know, it's sad to see any show that you love end. You know, it would have been sad if it had ended well. You know, no matter what happened, it would be really hard to make this be an, you know, easy farewell. But to add insult to injury, it was a terrible, terrible episode. Poorly written, you know, at times even poorly acted, because as incredible as the cast is, they can't do anything with the shit they were given. All of the little monologues they were doing that were supposed to be like the police interrogation scenes were completely contrived and just really, really terrible. One thing that really is bothering me, and something that I've noticed lately in a lot of movies and things, is this sort of phenomenon of the lesbian martyr. I saw a movie on Friday, you guys probably know what it is, where there was a lesbian couple that got killed. And, you know, now the L Word, where, you know, there's this movie, this show that was supposed to be, you know, this great visibility booster for the lesbian community, is supposed to sort of, you know, change, you know, everything that people had thought about lesbians in the past. You know, it was supposed to turn that all on its head, and here in the end, the character who, you know, when you think about it, the L Word is really all about Jenny. Jenny brought us into the world of the L Word. She was the outsider, and we're sort of, you know, coming into the world, you know, the world of the L Word through her. So, like, what kind of message has Ilene Chaiken given young lesbians? I mean, when I was coming out, when I was 13 or 14, you know, all I had to go on for support, I didn't know any lesbians, I didn't know anyone who was gay, or anything, and, you know, you look to things like TV, movies, books, and these things were not helpful, because I always encountered this phenomenon of, you know, starting off with this great, you know, romance story, and then something really terrible and tragic happens at the end. And, you know, is it any wonder I myself ended up with severe depression? I'm not saying that my lesbianism is linked to depression. I'm just saying that we're kind of bombarded with this image of, you know, the tragic lesbian, and I think that puts this idea in people's heads that women who love women are sort of doomed to a life of misery somehow. So I'm left with a really bad taste in my mouth. I'm really disappointed in the people who make the L Word, the people who write it, the people who produce it. I'm sad it's over, but I'm glad it's over at the same time. They just really didn't do the characters justice. It was a really hard episode to sit through. I had to kind of like get up and make myself some food in the middle of it just to like keep myself calm, because it was really hard to watch. And I know it's just a TV show, right? Like it shouldn't do that to me, but it's important to us. You know, we've been watching this show for so long. It is important. It is integral to our lives in a way. And ending it like that is insulting. And that's really all I have to say about that. Thanks.